We're here with David Vincent, the Chief Executive Officer of the Imported Vehicle Association. Hi David, thanks very much for spending the time coming out to see us. Now we've got a pretty serious issue on our hands.
We have the next phase of the vehicle exhaust emissions rule, which comes in January next year. And what it's going to do is really limit the choice that New Zealanders have of vehicles that they're able to buy. The next part of this rule is going to limit which vehicles are allowed to come in. So basically it's going to mean vehicles that are younger than 2005, and so they're going to be limited to sort of 6 and 7-year-old vehicles maximum, and which meet the rule, and essentially a lot of those vehicles are unaffordable in the New Zealand market. Most people won't see it until they come time to replace their car, and they're going to find the vehicle that they'd like to replace it with is either much higher in Ks than they thought they'd want to be buying, or it's far too expensive for them. So what they're going to see is limited choice, higher prices, or cars with much higher Ks on the road.
Okay, now on average we write off between 120 and 150,000 vehicles per year. Do you see some of those vehicles that have been written off getting put back on the road?
Well, put back on the road or kept on the road. So what happens is that, like last year for instance, we brought in about 94,000 used vehicles with an average age of 8 years, about 75,000 brand new vehicles, but we scrapped about 140,000 vehicles with an average age of 18 years. So next year we're expecting that to be far fewer used vehicles brought in. They'll be younger, but they'll probably be 40 or 50,000 only, so about half the number. Probably the same number of new if they can get them, but the scrappage rate will go down. Well, the scrappage rate will go right down. People will keep their old cars, and our fleet will get older and more expensive.
Doesn't that mean that some of those older vehicles that are staying on the road will be putting out more pollutants in the air than, say, perhaps a younger model?
Exactly.
Right.
That's right. So the next phase of the rule is actually going to be working against the government's intention. The idea of the rule is to improve air quality, and our claim is that this is going to actually make it worse for quite a considerable period.
I know, working on the car yard, that it has already affected a lot of the people that are coming onto the yard, and I just would really like to take the time on behalf of everybody out there in New Zealand and thank you for all of the work that you've been able to do so far.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.